What's your favorite scary movie?
You're tuned in to Black Cat Horror.
I'm Dylan.
I'm Camille.
And I'm Jordan.
And Camille's cut off.
Oh.
What?
From talking? Ever?
No, not anymore. So, okay. Just so everybody knows, I've been sick. Camille is sick still. She's getting over it now.
Yeah.
She's real snotty.
Jordan's stuck in a room with us now.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna get sick.
No, it's really allergies. Unless we, spit in your mouth, you should be fine.
Okay, well, you don't have to, spoil the evening. We can get to that later.
Your little witch cackle over there.
It hurts. It hurts my face.
We're gonna end up taking an extra break. Not that really matters to listeners or viewers at home, or wherever you are. You
Wherever
can listen
you
wherever because
listen.
it's a podcast.
Or-
You shouldn't watch while you drive. You can listen while you drive, but I'm not going to tell you how to live your life.
Don't do that. That's rude. What if you kill somebody? You've done that
Then
before.
that's on them. Kill someone?
No. I'm sorry.
Again, you're cut off.
Okay. That's fine.
No, I have not really. There was one time with the last show, not the last show, the last show, the last show we all did together.
You
when
did watch a
we-
movie.
Yeah, we were watching Reanimator, which we'll have to do again for this show.
Mm.
But you really don't like that movie.
Nope.
But I'd watched it really recently, but I was driving back to Oklahoma City from Tulsa, and I was like, man, I need to watch the movie, but we are recording as soon as I get back. So it was on Netflix, I think, at the time. So I put my phone, this is even worse, I put my phone over my speed gauge.
No.
So it was in between my steering wheel, and I just hit cruise control, so I didn't really have to worry about how fast I was going.
Man, I don't trust cars like that. I don't know why. I have an unhealthy fear of my cruise control giving out and either accelerating without me being able to stop it.
Yeah.
That's actually my biggest fear, to be honest. If it just stopped working and I had to do my car like normal, no big deal.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Totally
the cruise
fine.
control has gone out on your car while I've driven it,
Yes, it has.
and it doesn't really make it accelerate. It really just makes it just,
I know that time, but you never know.
I just don't know that that's how it works. I don't think it's how it works, but I don't know.
There are factory recalls all the time.
Don't watch Christine.
See, this is what I'm saying. This is why I haven't picked
I don't
it.
think Christine was because of...
No, it was about cruise control. It was Stephen King wrote it because he was really ultimately worried about the automobile industry and how they are telling us how to drive, and that cruise control was scary.
Mm.
Not because he was on a bunch of cocaine.
Oh, no, it was that one.
Oh,
Yeah. No. So this week was my pick, and I picked a movie I'd never seen before and was very excited to watch, and was very excited while I was watching it because of the movie.
Yes, he had a good time watching the movie.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
mm-hmm. Well, we've been sick, so
Visibly excited.
yeah. I'm hard for trolls.
Oh, I was unaware the entire time. I was
Yeah.
just watching a movie.
No,
Didn't know
no.
what was going on with your penis.
It is the Trollhunter. I call my penis Hans. Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna lose it. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. So
But yeah, so we watched Trollhunter.
Yay!
Came out in 2011. Was it exclusively Netflix for a while, right?
I don't think so.
No.
It wasn't like a Netflix exclusive, but it's like that's where you could watch it.
I think that when
Streaming.
it came to America, yes,
Yeah.
maybe. I think that's anything I saw back. That's when I watched it. 10 years ago.
Mhm.
But that's how it's done with most films. They kind of just share the rights. Like you get this film for a little while, and then this other company gets it for a little while. So
Mhm.
probably.
We watched it on HBO Max.
So now,
This
actually,
time.
you can find it multiple places now. So maybe that's not how it's done now at all.
Yeah.
Because I looked it up online, and I almost posted about all the places you could find it, and then I was like, no, other people can Google things too. We all can Google.
Mhm.
So
Mm-hmm.
there you go.
But I didn't fucking shit this week on Black Cat Horror. We're talking about the fun Scandinavian / Norwegian folk tales in a movie, Trollhunter. This film has 3 different kinds of trolls that we get to see. One mystery troll that bites someone and gives them rabies, and we don't find out until, it's too late. We see everything from, like, a 3-headed troll to the fun Mountain King trolls, which you can see all through, like, all over Google, Google image trolls, to a 200-foot tall troll, and it is incredible. Think fast if you're Christian. The trolls can smell you. And we're going troll hunting this week, guys.
Did you just do that all off the cuff, just on the fly?
Yes.
Good job.
Thank you.
I'm impressed.
Yeah.
My favorite part was when you said, I didn't shit this week on Black Cat Horror.
Yeah. I've been sick. I wouldn't call what I've been doing shitting. No, it hasn't affected my bowels. So this movie was
Just as healthy as ever.
yeah, my shit's
Pristine.
top notch.
My mom always said, shoot for an S. That's how you know they're healthy.
If you can make an S with your poop.
Yeah, because it's like firm enough that it like stays together, but it's
Yeah.
also like malleable enough that it can move. So.
That's
Yeah.
so smart. And your mom is a health professional, technically, so.
Yeah, she owns horses.
I mean,
Yep, those are the same thing.
true and true.
Yep.
Okay.
So, I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. It was so much fun from beginning to end. There's something to be said about, like, I could be like, I don't like the CG. But if you listen to any of the shows, you know I don't like it. But there's no way that you're going to make a 200-foot tall CG, not CGI thing without it having to be super filmed weird. But you can't really do that when you're doing a documentary style thing. And they wanted to shoot it documentary style because they didn't have a whole lot of money to do it. So this was like the best way to do it.
Right.
Which is cool. I mean, like, I gave every amount of grace that I possibly could to this film because it was so fun. Like, if you're going to have, like, crazy amounts of CGI, make the movie fun. Make the movie good. And it's 2010, so.
Yeah, I was going to say, at that time, I mean, I think, especially if they had a lower budget, probably would have cost more to have somebody do, like, a bunch of stop motion.
Yeah, and then just watch Clash of the Titans. From,
Yeah.
Like,
But
you
then
know.
I don't know. I don't think they look that bad, all things considered. I think that they kept it dark enough, you know, that, like, they're not practical, but it's not. I don't think that it would have been enhanced necessarily in this case by it having been practical.
Yeah.
Because, like, either way, you're looking at fake trolls. Like, so.
Right, exactly.
So, I don't know.
And I feel like it. Were you about to say something?
I was just going to say, I also just think that it's like such a big accomplishment that they were able to like create this whole like fantasy language as well throughout the whole film.
Right.
Like, it must be very difficult
That was
coming
just
up with a whole...
Scandinavian.
What?
That's a real language that they were speaking.
What?
The subtitles?
Yeah.
Yeah. They were actually speaking a real language.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
See, I thought when they were speaking English that one time that was them like winking, like, see, we can.
Oh man, I was just going along with you. I was like, I don't actually know what he's talking about, but I'm just gonna converse with him like I do. Oh.
I don't know if what they were speaking was Scandinavian, by the way. They were speaking.
I think it was Norwegian.
Norwegian, yeah. Norwegian.
Norse. I
Yeah.
don't know. Norwegian.
So that was the only bit I came up with today.
That was really good,
I've been
though.
waiting all day to say that. So.
Good
That was
job.
good. That was really good.
Thank
Got
you.
me. That's for sure.
To one last thing about the CGI stuff is when you have a bunch of people acting around CGI, it definitely helps when the thing is 100% fake. So we think,
As far as we know.
but also massive. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like you can act around a 200-foot tall thing that's not real. That's not really there. You can just be like, hey, there's a thing that's 200 feet in front of you. Be scared. It's like, oh yeah, no, I can do that all day. It's
For
huge.
sure.
You know,
Yeah.
you're not interacting with it.
I think it would have been cool to see some behind the scenes stuff, just like to see if like if they had any sort of audio cues, like while they're acting, you know, because I always think it's neat when they do that to try to like set the scene for the actors.
Yeah.
So they're not just completely 100% having to just wing
Act.
it, you know? Like, I mean, I know it's their job, right? But like,
Yeah.
I get that. But it is, I could see where it would be helpful to have some cue of
Yeah.
some sort. Like, hey, imagine you're hearing this, but like a million times louder. And
Yeah.
like something's possibly going to kill you.
Right.
Go.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think
true.
also the whole like, I don't know. It would be interesting to see how they filmed it in general, just with it being all that CGI on top of a found footage situation with how much it moves and everything.
Right.
Like, did they go and spend like a couple of weeks filming all that, and then spend the next couple of weeks like frame by frame doing the CGI, like where it needs to go, like how did they plan out where those things are going to go and look beforehand?
Yeah.
That's the part that's like,
Would've
how
been-
much of it was like thought of, like how they were going to shoot, because that adds more questions to it, because you know the whole time watching this I was thinking of when we covered the Blair Witch Project, and it was like that was so much like you don't see things, and it's just like the energy in the moment and the confusion, and so like that was like a real feel of like, you know, it was more for, it felt like when they were talking about how that was made, showing you what everybody else wasn't doing, you know,
Right.
behind the scenes, where this would be like, how did they know how to just perfectly like have it into the treetops so then they could have like the creature? It seems like it's way more work just to even have that CGI in the first place, like
yeah.
just the shooting part of it.
Quite an undertaking. I know
Yeah.
there was something that we saw.
We watched like breakdowns of the CGI. But
Yeah.
I think that was somebody like trying to recreate it.
It was pretty neat though. I mean, and it does show like where they've connected, like, you know, what's happening IRL, like, and then with the CGI with like a Matt's painting. So which obviously you'd have to do. Like you have to you have to somehow connect reality and fantasy, but yeah, I don't know. That is wild. I really wish we could have found more. Maybe there's more that we just like didn't happen to stumble across.
I didn't think that it was going to be easy to find anything or even really possible to find much that wasn't interviews, because the whole way it was set up was like a mockumentary and everything like that. So a lot of the time with like the documentary stuff, you're not going to find a lot of behind the scenes stuff anyway, because they're trying to like make it a thing. But
Keep
also
the
it came out
illusion.
in like 2010 and there still wasn't a whole lot. People weren't super interested, I don't think, at the time with like special features stuff, like behind the scenes making of things yet. I feel like people were interested back in the day, and then now And then when everything was like CGI a lot, I feel like
I feel like less now. Like now, like I would say 2010 would have been the time. I think it's just because it was a low budget foreign film. That's
Right.
the reason why. Because to have those behind the scenes, like somebody filming behind the scenes, that's another whole like money
you have
put
a
aside.
whole other crew.
Right, yeah. 'Cause
Yeah.
you have a whole another set of
Yeah.
cameras and film and everything going on behind the scenes. So that's probably why there's nothing there. I would say 10 years ago, special effects were a way bigger thing, because if you look at DVDs now compared to 10 years ago, like there's all sorts of like special editions that are chock full of like commentaries and
features.
special features
Yeah.
and deleted scenes. And you get a DVD nowadays and it's just the damn movie and that's it.
Unless you pay like $50 for the not even Blu-ray anymore. What's better than Blu-ray now? Is there something?
4K.
the 4K.
Yeah, I can't keep up. But yeah, I kind of agree with what you're saying though. I do think that it probably is because it was like a small film that was a foreign film, and then also like we're gonna talk about it here in a little bit, I think. But I think that they were actually commissioned to remake this film for the United States or something.
Oh,
so,
really?
Yeah. And that never happened.
That's good.
obviously. I know,
Yeah.
right? Like that would have been very sad. It was an incredible movie.
There's going to
There's
be
no need.
They're doing an American version of Train to Busan, which is going to suck.
Yeah, it's going to be awful.
It's like Last Train to New York or some shit.
Sounds dumb.
Yeah.
Oh, they haven't done that yet? For some reason I thought, oh no, I think I'm just thinking of the dubbed version. My bad.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, they're going to
Completely remake it.
Yeah, they're going to completely ruin it
Yeah.
so that Americans don't have to
Jeez.
fucking read subtitles.
Which they don't have to anyway, because isn't there a dubbed version? I thought. Maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know. I watched a sub version.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we all did when
Yeah.
we watched it. Yeah, I don't know. That is so ridiculous, dude.
Yeah.
So ridiculous, but you know, in this household, we have a little bit of a we're a bit of a house divided when it comes to a situation similar to this, and that is the American office versus the British office.
Oh, that's true.
So
Well, I've gotten more into the British office, but I'm not ever going to like it more than the American version. But I
Right.
like it now.
yeah,
You know, we watched a couple episodes and it is very funny.
Mhm. I prefer it, but
Yeah.
I saw it first,
Yeah.
so it's like one of those things, different experiences.
For me, I was the second most exciting thing about getting our Wii was Netflix,
Right.
and that's where The Office was. So I was really excited and then I watched the American Office, and then also the UK version was on there too. But I didn't watch it until after I'd already seen like a few seasons of the American Office.
Yeah, that's crazy. When was that? Was that 2010, 2006, 2005, 2002? A time.
Mm-hmm.
It was a time in the past.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Woo!
But, okay, I think, I don't know. It's hard to see. It's hard to see time, folks. Okay, never mind. We're good.
Well,
But,
folks, let me tell you, that's how you should say that. I feel like
what?
if you're calling people folks, you got to really bring it in.
We are folks.
I
So, Camille, what did you think of this movie?
liked it a lot. I related a lot with all the goopy stuff. I don't need that face, Jordan. I don't know what
Makes
you're
sense.
thinking, but it's just snot in my face, in my head. Yeah. Okay. So, yep. All the snotty, goopy stuff was felt very on the nose, if you will.
Cool. What was your favorite troll?
I liked all of them, to be honest. I
Mhm.
really felt bad for the last one, though.
I know, it was
just
like
made me
clearly.
so sad.
Yeah.
And like I loved Hans. I just really felt for him as well because he clearly did not like the fact that he had like murdered so many trolls. But then again, there have been lots of people in history that didn't necessarily like the fact that they were mass executing people, but they still did it. So I
Mhm.
don't know. sometimes you gotta take a stand, and I took it a little too deep there, I think.
I was
But it's
I
true.
was confused on who was supposed to be the good guy in that situation.
Mhm.
Not the mass executioner. You don't get a pass just because you feel bad. You know, that's what I'm saying.
Mhm. It was fun to watch him just walk into death. He was like, "All right, this is the last troll I'm killing. Now I'm gonna walk into just the mountains and die."
That which was crazy because you don't really know that that's what's happening until it is just happening. You're like, oh shit, he's just telling him to head on up the road. No goodbyes. Clearly, he does
Yeah.
not plan on coming back.
What's funny too is he tells you that, and I was like, "Oh, he's planning on like probably getting eaten and then like blowing it up or something like that from the inside."
Yeah.
Nope, he shoots it, it dies, and then he just walks away. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh, damn. All right, you're just
He's retired.
yeah.
Yeah. It's how most government jobs work, guys. Just take that into account when you are
Most
looking at
government
state
black
jobs.
op jobs,
Right. I meant like sanitation department and I just
Have you ever met an old trash man? No, because at the end of their last shift, they just hop into the back
I
of
was
that
about to say,
truck.
they just get in the crusher and
They go to the big landfill in the sky.
yeah.
oh god. Yeah, so I liked it a lot.
Good.
I'd seen this movie a while ago. I don't remember when.
Mhm.
Years back, and it was quite good. Quite good then. I also like fairy tale stuff, and I like fairy tale stuff brought to real life and made even darker and weirder the way it should be. So,
Do you believe in trolls?
currently,
Mm-hmm.
I believe I have some troll genetics, in my bloodline because of the infinite amount of snot I seem to have available at my disposal currently.
Gotcha.
You looked so confused.
Yeah.
You looked like you were like not sure where I was going with
Yeah,
that.
I thought you were gonna say Mountain King because of your like flatulence that you currently.
Okay. Have I farted since you've been here? I don't think so.
No, I just tell them about it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
that's fine. I would tell you if I farted anyway. You know that. But I mean, I am a strong believer in just letting people know so they're not guessing. Like, who is it? Also, sick
That's half the
farts are
fun.
legit. Like,
Yeah.
something that we've been talking about lately.
They're the worst.
It's like, doesn't make any sense. You're not eating any differently necessarily. Sometimes you're eating better when you're sick because you don't feel well. So you're really trying to take care of yourself. And then your farts are worse. So,
Mhm.
also that. Also, I like Heidi spots. You know? Heidi spot, like Heidi cozy spots. Like
Mhm.
trolls do. I mean, caves aren't necessarily cozy, I guess. They could be, though, if you have enough candles. So I liked this movie.
Okay, Jordan. How
Yeah.
did you feel about troll hunting?
You know, I think there's some trolls down by my work because there's like a bunch of creatures that are living under a bridge over there.
Oh, no, Jordan, you cannot.
Oh, oops.
Are you talking about displaced people?
Trolls, obviously.
Okay. You were
They asked
out.
for a toll.
Oh my god.
Gotta pay the troll toll.
You gotta donate next time you're down there. You're now required to give them money or some food or something.
Oh,
Because you've utilized them for a bit, so.
They might not be trolls. I've seen them in sunlight. So yeah, I saw this movie about 10 years ago. I liked it. I had almost the exact same viewing experience as last time, where it's a really cozy movie,
Yeah.
and I did fall asleep at a point and woke up towards the end. I mean, there wasn't really a lot like I missed out on.
You didn't roll it back just to see?
No, because it was all the same people, so I was like, it's fine.
Okay.
Because like they were headed to the mountain where the big
Oh,
trolls
yeah.
were,
Yeah.
and then I woke up to big trolls, so like I didn't.
They made it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But it was just really cozy and comfy, and I was just hanging out on my couch, and my cat was curled up on me sleeping too, and
Oh.
it felt nice. And I think the exact same thing happened last time, where I watched. I probably only missed like 10 minutes, so it's not a
Yeah.
big deal.
Not bad.
But it's
Yeah.
I liked it because it's a fun, cozy watch when you're just like you want to put something nice on. You do have to read subtitles though, so you can't like take. Every time I like started getting on Twitter, I would like be like, "Wait, what's happening?" Because I forgot that I couldn't just listen.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, you do have to pay attention to those subtitles. Which I kind of like. I don't know. I enjoy subtitled movies.
I do too, but it is sort of distracting sometimes, but that's just me. Like while I'm reading, I'm like, man, what am I missing on the rest of the screen? But that's, not much.
I feel like it's kind of like cheating. Like it's like double whammy. It's like you are reading a book, but you're also watching a movie, so you get like double points,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
for your break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good way to look at it. Jordan, do you believe in trolls?
No.
Wow. What's your favorite troll?
I kind of liked the one-armed one that was under the bridge. Just
Yeah.
'cause he seemed funny.
Determined. He
Yeah,
definitely
like,
seemed determined.
he really liked those goats, and then whenever Hans went up there in that armor and like was trying to get that syringe in him, he just like fucking punched the shit out of him and knocked him out cold, and then just immediately put him in his mouth, bit down, and was like, "Fuck, I can't eat it," and just threw him on the ground. I
Yeah.
was like, "Same, been there."
So this is the first time I've seen it, and when he is like, I gotta get blood from this thing, and you see the awesome syringe gun. That's not a gun, but. And then he shows up in this fucking Elden Ring armor. I was like, why is this not in a game? Like, it would be so tight to have that armor in Elden Ring. And I think it's very cool, too, that there's the red button in the middle. That is the only way it's talked about is Hans is like, yo, watch out for the red button. Like, is this a self-destruct button? Because there's all this shit on his back. I guess it's bombs,
Yeah.
which is badass.
Looks like dynamite.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If you're gonna do it, I guess if you're a troll hunter, you're a troll hunter for life until you're not.
Or until you retire, apparently.
Until you decide to just run away.
Yeah.
Live off grid.
Yeah.
Which he basically is anyway. So,
Oh, yeah.
Might as well embrace it. Probably get an actual hotel room at some point. Whoa.
Become a Russian bear.
Oh my gosh.
That was so sad when they're just, here's the dead bears. Here's the dead Russian bears that we're just going to throw all around, the place.
Yeah.
And blame these murders of animals and people on these poor bears.
I know. It's very sad. Apparently that whole excuse me. That whole interaction has some xenophobic connotations. So that's kind of fun. We should
Really?
talk about that here a little bit.
Oh. Well, we are going to take a quick break. When we come back,
Yes.
we're going to talk about the trolls
Okay.
a little bit more, and their what their names are and stuff like that, and sort of some of the folklore, I guess, a little bit. And then I want to hear about that. That sounds spooky dooky and
Cool.
sad.
It's not, right.
So
He's like, xenophobia is awesome.
So spooky. Oh. I gotta blow my nose.
okay, we'll be right back.
All right, bye.
Hey guys, no audio from the movie this week because it's a foreign film, and that would be weird for you to just listen to, because it's not English. I just wanted to say thanks for listening to the show. If you want to support the show, right now the best way to do is go to iTunes, leave us a 5-star review, and hey, you know what? go check out the FMV sequence, Jordan's other show. It's very fun, and he would really appreciate it, and so would we. All right, back to the show. And we're back. It is comfy.
It's comfy, and it's hard to touch the ground sometimes if you're not taller than we are. We probably should have just given you that chair, to be honest, Jordan. But it's very comfortable, so Dylan kept it for himself.
Yep. I run the show, so I get the comfy chair.
Are you sure you're running the show? You definitely are. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, world. I'm not. I can't help it, okay? We're just here trying to have a good time. All right, we're back.
You're being a real tussle lad right now.
That's a troll.
No, we as a team are a tussle lad.
To one another, sometimes, technically.
It's the three-headed one.
Oh.
Mhm.
Oh. We are. Oh.
Yeah.
Cute.
But only one of them has functioning eyeballs.
Not me.
It's
Not
none
any of us.
really.
Technically.
No, tussle lad is the three-headed giant troll,
Okay.
and it also has my favorite name of a troll because it sounds like he just wants to fight. You know, he's a real tussle lad.
lad.
Yeah.
Or a tussle lad.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps. Maybe.
It's
Depends.
probably tussle lad, but tussle sounds fun.
Tussle lad. Ooh, I want a Toblerone. Those are...
So the first troll in this movie we actually don't ever see at all.
Right.
It's the one that bites Thomas. Yes. Thomas. And gives him the rabies.
He gets the rabies, which is like wild because he's really holding in there pretty okay.
Yeah.
All things considered, he's got some waves of nausea.
Yeah. Because doesn't rabies melt your brain? Essentially, and make you go cuckoo bananas?
I don't know.
I think something like that. It's
Something.
something to do with like overheating, like your
Or is
body.
that mad cow?
No, there's something about rabies that's like your body can't. What is it? Something that your body can't handle. Like it's like it. Like you know when you get a fever, that's your body reacting to a illness, and so your body is causing the heat up, so then it kills the germs within your body or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
So it does that, but it's not doing anything, and it just gets to the point where it just like it gets so like your body gets so hot that it starts killing off brain cells.
So you boil yourself to death from the inside out.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I guess I don't know.
This is why,
I'm
guys,
not a doctor.
It's really important. I know sometimes when we see little animals out there in the wild that are cute and injured, your natural reaction is to want to take care of it if you have a heart or a soul. Sometimes people don't care. And that's fine too. Whatever. I'm not here to judge. But like, you could seriously get rabies. It's bad news bears.
So it causes severe inflammation of the brain and spinal cord, after which the person deteriorates rapidly and dies.
Oh, gosh.
Rough.
That is a bummer, man.
And, like, that's what it does in humans. I mean, it does it to everything, but I would assume that's why it makes animals super aggressive.
Yeah.
And it also is transmitted through saliva.
Yes.
So,
Yeah. Oh, gosh.
which I think most people probably knew that, but still, it's pretty rough.
The bites.
Yeah.
That's how they get you.
So Jordan's favorite troll, the bridge troll, is the Ragglefan.
That sounds about right.
Mm-hmm. Which is arguably the coolest looking troll.
Yeah.
He's pretty badass. And that, like, the sequence with Ragglefan is based off of a, story called Three Billy Goats Gruff.
Yes.
And so that's why there ended up being one, which was very funny, and two, which was even funnier, and then three, which was hilarious for whatever reason.
So funny. He was
Comedy in
just
threes.
really trying.
Mm-hmm.
Just sit whatever it takes.
Yep.
Do you think that those guys hang out in Fraggle Rock? Anybody? No?
No.
Uh-uh.
That ain't me.
You guys don't know what Fraggle Rock is?
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
What is it?
It's a television series from when I was a child. Maybe. I can't remember if it was on Syndicate or not, like when I was really little. I think it was just on, though. And it was a Jim Henson show. And they were like little creatures. And they were Fraggle Rocks or in Fraggle Rock. I don't know. You guys, somebody help me out here. And the theme song was like, ba-da-da. Do 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 boo 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 ba ba da.
Huh.
That's yep. I don't know. I'll show you guys in a
Yeah,
little bit.
we'll have to check it out.
It was really cute. I don't actually think they were trolls, but the name of that troll reminded me of Fraggle Rock, and now I will be singing the theme song in my head, even though I don't know the words.
Just
Nice.
pretend it's Smurfs.
Do boop doo, do boop doo beep beep boop ba 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 da, do ba doo ba doo. Back to
Okay.
you, Dylan. Back to you.
So, the Mountain Kings,
Yes.
I am pretty sure are based off of the troll painting by Theodore Kitzelson.
Mm.
Except for this one has human clothes. Because in the Scandinavian and Norwegian, trolls are slightly different, right? So in some stories, they
Yes.
are the size of humans. They wear human clothes. And the biggest distinction from trolls and people are, and I believe this is Scandinavian, trolls are anything like people. They can be people that live outside of society and are not Christian. That is why there is a whole other story in Sora Mora Castle, which that's the name of the story, which is what gives the lore about being able to smell Christian blood, and that is why trolls and Christians don't
Get
along or assimilate. And so a troll can be anything that is like fits in that sort of bubble.
Okay.
And if I'm remembering correctly, the Norwegian trolls are more of the like, this is a giant troll. It can be human size or much bigger. And I think for the film, they wanted to sort of put those two things together. And
Right.
there is, so to go along with the Christian blood sort of thing with the Sora Mora Castle, the reference of when Thomas is like standing and he's like on sort of a hill, but you can see the mountains, and he's like standing there and he's like holding
the
a
thing.
stick, and
Yeah.
he's like, do I look like a famous painting? That is the painting Sora Mora Castle by the same fella, Theodore Kittelson. That's what it looks like, Theodore Kittelson.
Cool.
So yeah.
Okay.
So there's fun little references like throughout the film that like I feel like I didn't get them right away, but I feel like I wanted to like look up like, what is this? What is the famous painting?
Right.
I know there's got to be a famous painting. Turns out there is, Sora Mora Castle.
Well, and I'm sure culturally, like, we're going to come at it from a different angle than the audiences who are Scandinavian or Norwegian watching this, because this is a part of their culture, and
Right.
the folklore is a part of their culture, and their relationship with religion and Christianity is much different than here in America.
Right.
So they all have completely different landscapes as far as how they view those sorts of things and can probably pick up on things a lot quicker.
Yeah. That like, if they ever ended up making the very shitty American remake that could have happened in 2016.
Glad they didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The scene where, like, Hans asks if anyone is Christian, and 2 out of the 3 people are like, no.
Yeah.
What? And it's, like, very believable that they're like, no, we're not Christian. And then the other guy's like, no. And then everyone's like, why didn't you just tell us that you were Christian? Like, it's not a big deal.
Right.
Like, that would be flipped in America.
Yeah.
It feels like, where the one person who isn't Christian would be like, I'm
I'm
not,
avoiding this
or
awkward
whatever.
conversation.
Yeah, like,
That's really none of anybody's business.
yeah, like, we don't have a, like, national religion, but people, I feel like, think that we do. Technically, we don't.
We don't. We just have a religion that is. They're just statistically speaking, there are just more Christians in America than there are not.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but I think they actually do have. Well, I don't know that it's a national religion, but it is like the something of Norway or whatever, which is like
The state church.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I don't quite understand all of that, what that means exactly, but it's like a form of Christianity.
It's an evangelical Lutheran denomination. Wow, I can't read.
Denomination?
Denomination
Nailed
of
it.
Protestant Christianity.
Waspies. Norse wasps. Ugh. Spooky.
Like scary waspy women.
Wasps.
White Anglo-Saxon Protestants.
Thanks, man. Yeah.
It's not what I said.
Different. Just
Close, though.
Different. So
I feel like
close.
sort of related.
They can be. I mean, they can be. That's what you would call them. Like, man, that woman's being a real wasp right now.
Gotcha.
Which I don't know if that's okay to say anymore. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to
What?
offend anyone.
Waspy?
Well, the white Anglo-Saxon Protestant, there are connotations there.
Oh.
I'll stop. But basically, they were nice. They just were nice people, historically speaking.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
So the fun mountain trolls, or the mountain kings, their actual, like, name, is the, Davengoober? Davengoober?
Do it again. Do it.
Davengoober.
Do it again.
Davengoober.
I don't know. I just like hearing you say it. It's fun.
But yeah. Which is fun. Those are the ones that have the cool Jordan farts. And then lastly is the Junter, which was the 200-foot tall one.
Poor
with
guy.
a giant tail and melting brain.
He had a whole lot of rabies.
Yeah, a whole lot.
He just looked like he was in so much pain.
He did.
Poor guy. Just felt really bad for him.
Yeah.
It's like, guys, they have rabies. It's not their fault.
Yeah.
That they're not staying in their homes. They're confused.
Also, I love when Hans is like, hey, we're going to meet the dumbasses that run the power grid.
And they were, in
And
fact.
then they were very stupid.
They were so
Like,
dumb.
hey, you don't think it's weird that, like, the power lines are in a big circle? He's like, no. It's a pretty place. It's like, okay, you're dumb. You put forks in power sockets. That's what is happening right now. Good to know.
So funny.
It was cool, even like, I don't know, even knowing that it's like a movie and it's fake and the CGI is 2010 CGI. When you first see the Junter coming out, like, between the mountains and, like, seeing how big it is while you're looking through a camera inside of a cabin forever away, it's still just like, oh my god, That thing
reminds
is
me of
fucking huge. This is awesome.
It reminds me of Godzilla quite a bit. I mean, I know that like
Yeah.
their biggest inspiration for actually showing the trolls was Jurassic Park,
Yeah.
which is fun. That's a
Yeah.
fun takeaway.
Yeah.
But like, but yeah, it definitely reminds me very much of like, especially when they were talking about where they battle. That's all I could imagine. It was just like, oh my god,
Yeah.
they're just out here duking it out.
Yeah, just throwing rocks across the river at each other and stuff.
Pretty cool.
So fun. It is a
Yeah.
very fun thing to think.
Yeah.
You know, like, I don't know. I like believing in things that probably aren't real, right? Like ghosts. I believe in ghosts and stuff.
Yeah.
Um,
You believe in
aliens for sure.
yes.
True love.
True love. Wow, that's. Ugh.
Oh man.
But I have a hard time like believing that trolls are real. But I don't know. It's just because it's not like ingrained in how I was brought up. You know what I mean?
Right.
I feel like if I was like Norwegian or Scandinavian, it'd be different.
Yeah.
Where it'd be like, oh, it's fun. Like these are all stories passed down. You know, there are fairy tales and everything like that. But maybe there's like grain of truth in them. But we have seen some pictures, and we posted some yesterday,
Yep.
and we posted some today. So after you listen to the episode, go to the Instagram and check them out.
Look at them with your eyes.
But some of those are very fun. Like there is the one that we posted yesterday that is a boulder that essentially looks like a troll. Like, but if it would like, you know, gets hit with the sun and calcifies and stuff. That's also a fun thing that they had to try and do, was figure out how we're going to explain why the trolls turn to stone. And they did a fun thing with the calcium and everything. But like, you look at this rock.
I love the vet aspect. Of
Yes,
that.
the vet
Sorry.
aspect is
Yeah.
fun, and it's also very cute because Hans has a girlfriend, sort of.
Oh, I know.
That
Yeah.
he'll never see again.
Yeah, that he'll never see again.
Maybe they ran away together.
Hashtag true love.
Doesn't
Oh,
exist.
baby.
But like, you look at the picture, and obviously it's like one of those things where it's like, yeah, it's just like your brain just telling you that that's what you're seeing. But it is a really fucking weird looking rock because it's just like a boulder, and then it straight up looks like a person sitting there, like a troll looking thing sitting there,
Yep.
which is really cool. And then there is a picture taken in the midst of World War II that looks it's like from a like fighter pilot, and they're like flying, and there's like a bunch of mist and mountains and shit, and then there's just fucking a thing standing in between the two mountains, and
It
it's
looks
just like
insane.
it does.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you, Jordan. I know that you're gonna think that this is bullshit, and that's totally fine.
You look very bored.
Yeah, well, I mean, World War II didn't happen, so
Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay. I know I took a Benadryl before this, but I don't think I'm hallucinating. Right?
guys, when did this room become empty?
Ooh. Oh gosh.
Oh, there weren't mountains. My bad.
Unreliable narrator already.
But
Oh gosh.
yeah. Check this out.
Skibidoo bop reaction video.
It's crazy.
What's your
That's just
reaction,
like-
Jordan?
What? Like,
Describe what you're seeing.
Looks like somebody put a King Kong toy in the back of a miniature set.
when did King Kong come out?
Oof, like
A long time ago.
Did it come out before 1942?
I'm pretty sure it did. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's the 20s.
So
But that doesn't mean that that's what that is, though.
Recon flight 3,000 miles north of Berge.
You're
I'm sorry, what?
BRGE.
Oh, Sorry.
in 1942.
He said Uruguay.
I misunderstood what you said. I thought we were like Uruguay. I don't know. I was trying to help you out, but I just totally didn't even hear what you said, I guess.
1933 is when King Kong first came out.
Okay.
First was
Close.
released. But the thing is, though, is King Kong in 1933 way bigger than this, fatter wise. You know what I mean? This guy,
Chunky.
this guy looks fucking ripped with a thin waist. You know what I mean? This is different. This is different. This is not a King Kong thing,
The way
Jordan.
you're describing him is
Yeah.
He's a sexy troll, dude.
like you got some some feelings about this troll.
Now
If
who's
this troll is
calcified?
real, absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, did you make a penis joke
Yep.
just then about hard penises?
Yep.
I got
Fine.
calcified pee-pee.
Yep.
That
That's,
just sounds like you got kidney stones.
yeah, that's dangerous. That's a go to the doctor sort of situation.
It's either that or it explodes. It's either.
Oh. Exploding penises are bad too, I think.
They're not good.
I don't have one.
They're
that I was
not
doing.
good.
You don't want
Well,
it
you don't have
to-
one anymore because it exploded.
Right. That's yeah.
That's what makes born women as their penises explode before you're born on the
Oh.
inside. You know,
Yeah.
they implode.
They implode.
Yeah,
Okay, gotcha.
they explode, implode because they're inside. I guess double implosion.
Because butthole.
Hmm.
Double implosion because butthole.
No, because it implodes, but
Okay.
it's inside of
Okay.
someone still.
Yeah.
So it's a double.
we got it. I think
Jordan
it's-
didn't get it. He was talking about
I think
buttholes.
we're taking like another break or something, right? Is that a thing we're doing? Is it too soon for that?
No, technically, no. But what are your last thoughts on Trollhunter? Now that we've talked about double implosion buttholes, we've talked about troll lore in Scandinavia and Norway. We've talked about the film and CGI and stuff.
Did
and-
we talk about? Okay, sorry. I actually just need to go for a moment.
Oh,
Legitimately, I have to blow my nose.
okay.
I do want to talk about this.
So this is the last break, and then we'll do the wrap ups, and we'll
Thank
talk
you.
about what movie Camille has picked for us on the next week that we watch movies.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Mhm.
Thank you.
You know what? While I got you here, you should also go check out Skullcrawlers Movie Club on YouTube and watch Scarecrow of Parkhurst. That is the film that Camille and I helped on, and it was so much fun to do. Like and subscribe and all that stuff, and then also go to Dead End Film House and watch Near the Lake. All three of us helped out with that, and it's also a blast. Like and subscribe on that guy too. You're not gonna regret it. Goodbye.
Oh.
And we're back for the
Okay.
last time on this episode. We'll be back
Woo.
eventually.
Next week. We'll be here.
So you wanted to talk about some LOLs?
Some lulls, yes. Okay, so the actors for the film
Yeah.
apparently were well-known comedian types.
Okay.
So
Comedian. I like comedian types. Like they were funny most of the time.
sort of.
You know.
I just don't know. I mean, I think what I read was that they were comedians, but to be honest, who's to say what I read? That was like an hour ago.
They
so-
were comedians.
Cool. Okay. Thank you for that verification. Fact check, Dylan. Thank you so much. So it's funny though, because the audiences in like Norway and Scandinavia, they immediately got that this was supposed to be like a comedy horror of sorts
Mm-hmm.
because of the fact that they are comedians.
Yeah.
Whereas that's not something that we would immediately take away when we just start watching it because I don't know who those people are. So I thought that was an interesting whatever that was.
A fun takeaway. Yeah,
Thank you.
it'd be like if we were watching a trailer for the new, like, you know, Blair Witch thing, but Paul Rudd's in it. It's like,
This is gonna be funny.
this is going to be... I'm going to laugh.
This is
That's a
gonna
bad
be
example
hilarious.
because Halloween 6 has Paul Rudd in it.
Does it?
Halloween 6 is a bad example of a movie, though.
You take that back.
No, it's not. There's no way it's... Okay. I'm not going to take it back.
We're gonna take it back to the roots of this show.
Apparently, yeah, that's true.
That's how this whole shebang got started. You
Halloween
two.
6.
Yep.
Well,
Actually, it's Rob Zombie's Halloween.
it was...
Oh.
No, because it was Devil's Rejects and House of a Thousand Corpses, because you had just watched them for the first time.
Oh, God, yeah.
And I was like, I love those movies, remembering them fondly. And you were like, they're so bad. And then I was like, no. And then we were waiting on other people to show up to a Dungeons and Dragons podcast that never went anywhere. And then so we just recorded us arguing for 45 minutes. And then a show was born.
Now we never argue. We only agree.
Yep. It's really cute.
We've been agreeing more, which
Sure.
is fun.
It's because you've been siding with me a lot more.
Yeah. Yeah. I went back and watched those movies. And I
Yeah.
was like,
Not good.
I got one of
Unfortunately.
them signed, though, and that's really cool. I love that. I think it's up here somewhere. But, no, it's over there now. But, yeah, Bill Moseley signed the Devil's Rejects. But I tried watching House of a Thousand Corpses again. Couldn't get through it.
Yeah.
Couldn't get through it.
It's very bad.
Yeah.
I just felt there was a lot going on.
The first, 15 minutes, I still stand by. I think those are great. If the movie would have ended after the gas station horror show, that would have been cool. But then when the whole thing turns into not Texas Chainsaw Massacre, fucking torture porn, then it's like, I'm good. But apparently the new Monsters movie is going to be PG. Or
Yeah.
PG-13. So hopefully it's not ruined.
Yes.
We'll see. Looking at you, Rob Zombie. Don't fuck up a thing I love, or I will tweet at you. And I don't tweet at anybody. I'm looking straight into the camera for you to not ever watch this.
Is
Don't
this-
fuck up
I
the
was
monsters.
Like, is this a threat?
Yeah.
Wow. To tweet threat.
I will come to your trailer and I will.
Come in your trailer.
Yeah.
No.
I'm going to come that door shut.
No. That's
Dig through the ditches and burn through the witches.
So you wanted to say something else about...
xenophobia. Okay, so yeah.
And that's called a segue.
Another
Rob
thing.
Zombie.
Whoa.
I think he knows quite a bit about xenophobia.
Oh man. I gotta take a drink real quick. Actually, I'm sorry. I can't do it. One of you is gonna make me laugh, and it's gonna be a spit take, and I can't do it. Okay, so, yes, xenophobia in this film, which again, culturally, I did not pick up on, and I am not here to take a stance on. I'm already
There,
uncomfortable.
no, you got it. Keep going. Keep going.
Okay, I'm already.
That's all you got to
uncomfortable.
say about
Okay.
that part of this.
Okay. All right. So apparently the guys that show up with the bear, and there's the TSS, which stood for what?
Troll
Security
security.
Service? Or?
Yeah.
Right, to make the trolls disappear. The guy was like, "This is a Russian bear. What's the deal?" Blah, 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 blah. He was upset because they are not in Russia.
Right.
They're in Norway.
Mm-hmm.
So those dudes are supposed to be like a stereotype of
Polish folks
that.
that immigrated to Norway.
Thank you. Because there's a stereotype that they just learn bad Norwegian and English and just kind of take everybody's jobs. And
They take the jobs that Norwegians don't want.
right. We've heard this here in America.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say anything else, but we've heard it.
Nice.
Guys, we know the people that say dumb shit like that.
That's true.
So, anyway.
That part
apparently there's a
confused me
play-
just because that's the only time they speak English in the movie.
And it was like super broken English.
I
Yeah.
thought I was understanding like Norwegian for a minute. I was like, holy fuck, have me watching this movie caused me to understand Norwegian?
Mm.
And then I was like, no.
No.
I don't think so.
That's really funny.
Because then it went back to it, and I was just like, oh, I don't know what they're saying again.
There were times that I thought that was happening too, but like towards the end of the movie when that
What?
wasn't happening, I was like watching it and not reading the subtitles, but like getting what they were trying to convey because of body language and what was going on. I was like, am I getting it? And I was like, no, you're not getting it, you idiot. That's just how people are acting in situations like this. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Your brains are fun.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think I'm smarter than I am.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, you're very smart, Jordan. So are you. You guys are very smart. You just don't have superpowers like that. That's all.
Yeah, we're not bilingual.
We're not duddits.
Yeah, we're not duddits.
So this was a great show.
It was, and this was a great episode, and I'm going to stand by that.
Okay.
Trollhunters was a great episode, and this was a great movie.
Very fun pick.
Yeah. I killed
Good
it.
job.
Good, good excuse to watch it again, because I probably kind of just forgot it exists and
Honestly,
watch it again.
after watching this, I was like, man, it's like when I watched this, it does not compare. When I watched Tombstone, the perfect film,
Right. Your favorite film of all time ever.
yes, it is the best film ever made. I knew I was going to watch that film again, but I didn't want to watch it. I said jokingly that I want to watch it every month. But with movies that I truly love, I only want to watch them from time to time. But I know I'm going to watch them again. Like, I want to watch Tombstone once, maybe twice a year. And I want to do the same thing with Trollhunter. Because it's like, this is a solid movie. Is it the best movie? No. But it's a great movie. And in the fact that it is not great. But it's just like, I could watch Trollhunter and just like hang out on the couch and just like kick it and like maybe not fully pay attention, but every time I look up, there's going to be something cool. There's going to be great scenery, a fucking troll, funny dialogue, some yucks. It's got everything you want, really,
It does.
in a fantasy horror movie. This still isn't like a horror movie, but you know, that's fine. There's
Yeah.
horror elements. There's fucking monsters and shit.
Exactly.
There's, you know,
People die. People
yeah.
are scared. There are
there's goop.
goop. There's lots of goop. It's a good cozy horror movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's a cozy cottage horror movie.
There you go.
Hey, I love cozy cottage mysteries,
You
to be
do.
honest.
Speaking of which, Camille,
Yes.
it's your pick next week.
Oh.
Or not next week. The week after that. Our next movie.
Our next movie, our next film
Yeah.
will be The Wicker Man. Or just Wicker Man. Don't come at me. I don't know. I don't know if it's the or no the. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You're killing it. You're killing it. You're doing good.
Just getting tired.
The
guys.
Nicolas
Okay.
Cage vehicle.
Yes.
Every
Thanks.
film he's in is the
Thanks, Jordan.
vehicle of the time.
Actually, okay, so funny you say that because obviously not because he's done a lot of films just to make money and that's fine. He's a working actor. Who cares? He's working. But they're not going to be like always the best. But if you go to what is the one? Peacock? No. Tubi? No. Maybe Tubi. I think it's what's the other service, you guys, that's like that, but it's not like a major Netflix or we have it.
Paramount Plus.
No. That's
Hulu.
pretty major. No.
Crunchyroll.
No. It's not an anime.
Voodoo? No. Is it the one that's
That might be
looks
Voodoo.
like cable? Like you can pick it like it's, you know, old cable television?
No.
Shudder.
No.
Netflix.
No.
Oh, okay, we're just going to run through
HBO
them all.
Max.
No. Keep going. Keep doing it.
Crackle.
I forgot. Disney Plus. Is
No,
Crackle still
and
around?
no. It might be
don't know.
Peacock or like the other one. But I think it's Peacock because I think it's the one that Murder She Wrote is on. I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah,
Isn't
it's
that-
on. Mhm.
Okay, thanks. That's how I remember. So
Nice.
you guys know. All right, welcome to my brain. We'll leave soon. So
Now departing.
Anyway, so it's like Nicolas Cage month or whatever.
Fuck yeah.
And they have like different genres of Nicolas Cage. And I clicked on the romance one or whatever it was. And it was like not a movie I'd ever heard of. And it came out in like 2018 or something.
Oh wow.
But that's just, I mean, because he makes a lot of films and they're not all,
They're not all winners.
bangers. They're just, he works, and that's fine.
Is it Moonstruck with Cher?
Yeah.
That
That's not the
movie is
one, but yes.
So good.
Yes.
Nicolas Cage takes movies like somebody who works at a burger restaurant that is a chain restaurant and they
Right.
can work at whatever location needs a cook that night.
Yeah.
That's how Nicolas Cage makes movies.
Yeah. He just
Yeah.
adapts,
Yeah.
but still puts his own on it every
And
time.
also, he like puts everything in. He doesn't phone it in. He's like
don't-
I
yeah.
watched Jujitsu. Have you seen Jujitsu?
Uh-uh.
It came out like last year or whatever. It's basically
Is that the samurai movie?
it's like Predator and Mortal Kombat put together.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like every so many years a comet flies by Earth, which causes a portal to open at this temple,
Hell yeah.
and then this alien warrior walks out
Okay.
and challenges Earth's mightiest hero
and
to a battle
and
of the
it's him.
death.
It's Nicolas Cage's Earth.
No.
Okay.
Nicolas Cage is just like a dude that's in it that's like a sensei, like he's wearing a kimono and he's got like a katana.
Cool.
Frank Grillo's in it, so that's how you know it's not a good movie. And it's just like it's a nonsense, terrible CGI movie that looks like Sci-Fi Channel level, and Nicolas Cage just goes in there and does his job, and you're like, God, I loved every scene he was in, and everything else in this movie blows.
I think I might start doing that. Maybe I'll start like crocheting just to like Nicolas Cage movies.
Yeah, you got
For a
a
little
lot of
while.
options.
For sure.
I mean,
so-
the best one, Mandy. So good.
Okay.
Really happy that you love that movie, baby.
I
Me
just
too.
am so disappointed in the both of you.
No,
Still.
it's fine. I watched it again. I watched it.
I think I've watched it 3 times, and every time I thought I could be doing something better.
I just
How about the steelbook of that movie?
yes, you did. It's a visually appealing movie. I do like it for what it is. I don't think it's the greatest movie of all time ever. And we're gonna have this debate till we die, and that's fine. And I love you. But it is the Nicolas Cage version of the Wicker Man or Wicker Man. It's been a long time since I've seen that one, but from what I recall, I really liked it. And I already know that I really like the Christopher Lee version. And it's spring because you confirmed that for me by looking it up on your phone, and I really appreciate that. And sometimes sacrifices have to be made
Yeah.
for the greater good.
You know, real quick, I'm excited to see the Dracula movie that he is going to be in, where he's playing Dracula. And then honorable mention for things that I feel like whoever is listening or watching this podcast should watch.
Okay.
The Dracula series that we
just
started the other
that.
day.
Yeah.
Man, it's fucking so fun.
It's taken us forever. Like, we're just kind of bad at, I don't know, we watch the movies for this.
We got a lot on. I mean, like,
Yeah.
I would love to sit here and be like, all I do is watch horror movies. But, like, hey, guess what? Nah, I don't. I don't watch a lot of stuff. Like, my favorite thing to watch at night, mostly, is Golden Girls. And then when we do the show, we watch horror movies. And sometimes we don't even do that anymore. But we have a spooky room, and I could tell you a lot about a lot of different horror movies that maybe other people might not be able to tell you all about. That's the thing.
We watch spooky stuff most of the time. But
Yeah.
yes, Dracula, the Netflix series. The actor is like one of the funniest Draculas, but like in a way you want Dracula to be. Like
He's
just
probably
a
my
com-
second favorite Dracula, to be
he's
honest.
a complete smartass, but
Mhm.
like is also very scary. Like it's like a good Dracula, like
Yeah.
not like slapstick Dracula, which
No.
is fine too if you know that's just a different feel.
Christopher Lee, though. He's
That's
my
right.
favorite. The Hammer Dracula is the best Dracula, in my opinion. Bela Lugosi's Dracula is fucking dope, though. I mean, obviously.
I would not feel comfortable calling anything the best Dracula because there's just so many of them.
No, to me, in my opinion, that's my favorite one. I guess it's not the best, but it's my favorite one.
Okay. So here we are.
Lastly, some fun news. We're just going to glance over it real quick. We're in talks of doing Patreon. Probably going to start that next month. So we'll be posting about that on social media with more details and stuff if you're interested. The show will always be free. We're just going to give you some more stuff if you want it. So
If you want it, we'll have it.
yeah. So The Wicker Man or Wicker Man with Nicolas Cage is the next movie that we're watching. We'll let you know next week what the bonus or what the midweek creep episode is. It might be a little more about trolls. Probably not, though, because we kind of went over it all. So next week is going to be a mystery. But we'll be posting about it, and we'll talk to you guys. What's up?
I just had an idea.
What?
We'll talk about it in a minute.
Okay.
Woo!
Well, the kittens are sleepy, and so are we. Thanks for watching the episode. If you like the episode right now, the best way to support the show would be go to iTunes and leaving us a 5-star review. Follow us on Spotify, and yeah.
You can find us on Instagram, Black Cat Horror Podcast. If you, for whatever reason, want to email us, our Gmail is blackcathorrorpod@gmail. Nailed it. Your
Oh.
turn. Nope. Did I miss
Also-
something? Damn it.
If you didn't see, Camille and I started another podcast. No, we
I was
didn't.
like, what
Fuck
the
that.
fuck?
We started another Instagram, Black Hat Horror Productions.
Oh, that's
If
right.
you are interested in seeing our like special effects stuff that we've done for films, we're going to start playing around with more special effects stuff, making some fake blood, some goo, some gashes on foreheads, all kinds of shit like that. It has nothing to do with the podcast. So if for some reason you got it through this whole episode and you're like, you know what, this podcast fucking blows. However, I'm very interested in indie horror stuff. Go to that. And also, you're fucking wild. Jordan, take it away.
You can also reach us at our anchor.fm/Black Cat Horror Podcast. I always forget that part. Is it the full word?
You find it.
You know what?
You'll
It's
find
on.
it.
It's easiest to just Google us, to be honest, is
Yeah.
what I have found. Like Anchor and Black Cat Horror Podcast, and it'll just bring up one of our episodes.
I'm
Yeah.
sure it'll pop up there. You can message us. You can partake in polls and questions and all sorts of fun little things that we toss on there.
Mm-hmm.
There's also another thing on anchor.fm that you can find. The other podcast that I host, the F&V Sequence, a video game movie podcast that I do with some other lovely people. But I think, I was just thinking the other day, Dylan, we need to do the Willy's Wonderland.
Yep.
Oh,
Because it's
shit.
very
That's
much
right.
like Five Nights at Freddy's. So
Yeah.
you should probably watch that at some point so you can come do that with us.
I'll watch it this week.
Um,
I've wanted an excuse to watch that movie that apparently people hate, but I'm excited
I
to
liked it.
like it.
But yeah, so our most recent episodes include the brand new Uncharted, the first episode of the Halo TV series, and coming up soon we will be watching the brand new Sonic 2. So
Ooh,
I will say I really
interesting.
liked the poster for Sonic 2.
yeah,
Like, they did a huge homage to the video game, and I think the folks that are in charge of making those movies, after they either supremely fucked up or did exactly what they should have done, which was ruin how Sonic looked,
and then probably didn't actually do that, and then had everyone freak out about it so that they would go watch the movie, and then they made a second one, and they either really fucked up or nailed it.
Also, apparently, this might be Jim Carrey's last film ever. He's retiring, so
With Sonic 2?
that's what it's looking like. He announced his retirement, and that's the new movie slated. So
Wow, what a way to go out. Well, I mean, I guess if you're gonna retire as an actor, you can't just like keep waiting for the best movie ever.
also not the only person to retire this week.
Yeah,
Ye old Bruce Willis.
he did. He retired as well.
Really?
He has aphasia.
Oh.
What is that again?
It makes it to where it's hard to understand, like comprehend written and spoken language, which makes acting difficult.
That sucks, man.
I do love
That's
Bruce
sad.
Willis. Man,
Yeah.
grew up watching that guy. Love that guy.
It makes a lot of sense with the movies he's been in recently that he's got aphasia, because apparently he hasn't read those scripts before he acted in them.
Yeah, he hasn't been in anything that I've cared to watch in a really long time.
Breach and Breakout and Cosmic Sin or whatever.
Wow.
Wow. Well, again, he's a working actor, and we're not here to shame him,
Yeah.
Jordan.
Well, Frank Grillo's in one of those movies, so
I
somebody.
don't know who this is. I don't know who this guy is that you're talking about.
We'll look it up.
Okay. Well, that and Fraggle Rock. Apparently, we all have some educating around here
That's
to
true.
have had be done to at them.
What? Okay, we gotta go. Camille's sick. We'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.